In this video, we will start our chapter 7, which will be the last chapter that we will cover for this course. Chapter 7, guys, it will be about the pointers. What we will study in pointers, first of all, actually, how we define, initialize, and access the pointers, also the pointers operation, the accessing, and the pointer expression, how we can express the pointers, array of the pointers, and the relationship between pointers and array. This is what we will cover in pointers. All right. So, pointers, it's a very fundamental and important concept in programming. In this lessons, we will try to understand how to declare variables and how to do a simple arithmetics upon the variable. Okay, so I promise you guys that I will give you a note about all the chapters, not all the chapters actually, especially chapter 6 and 7, where I will summarize all the chapters for you, and I will share the notes through the Blackboard. Okay, what is the pointer? Pointer, it's a variable that store the address of another variables, right? Features of pointers: pointers save memory space, execution time with the pointers, it's faster than any other program because the data is manipulated with the address that is direct access to the memory location. The memory is accessed efficiently with the pointers, that is dynamically memory is allocated and deallocated. Pointers are used with the data structure. What's that mean, guys? We mostly we mostly, guys, talk about the random access memory, the RAM, that which you see here, and we know that each byte memory has an address. Let's say this segment or partition in the front of us that we are showing here in the memory, it's each one have a byte. You can see here each one move by 1 byte. Each segments, each memory move by 1 RAM, which allocated by a memory. Okay, so in integer, guys, we said it's a 2 byte. I'm sorry, actually I just wrote here it's a 4 byte, but the float, it's a 4 byte, and the characteristic, it's 1 byte. All right, okay, this is how, and we can see here if we have an integer, the integer will move by 2 type. We have here it's a variable, and 5, it's a value, and which we see that it's securing a place in a memory, and the memory address, it's a 205. Okay, guys, so this is how we deal with the RAM. Okay, I'm sorry actually about the handwriting, guys, but I will try to, you can see it, I hope that you can see it. So now we're going to talk about how we can declare, initialize, and access the pointers. Right? We have here integer q equal 175. Integer, guys, it's a data type. Q, it's the variable. 175, it's the value of q. So this is the declaration of a normal variable. It can represent like that. You can see here q, it's a variable, 175, it's a value, and 5,000 here, it's a 5,000, it's the address. So the address of this declaration, the address of a q, the variable, it's 5,000. We're not gonna declare the address, guys, because the addresses, it's always changing. Okay, you will understand that when we start to write when we start to solve questions in pointers. First of all, guys, it's a declaration of pointer. This is how we declare the pointers. It's integer star b. It's a pointer variable that hold the address of another integer variables. This is how we declare the pointers integer star p. So integer star b, it's declaring the pointer. It's a pointer variable that hold the address of another integer variables. And then after that, guys, we have the initialization of pointers. Address operator. This is the ampersand. The address operator is used to initialize pointers variables. Okay. For example, guys, we have integer q, it's equal 175. Integer is the data type, q it's a variable, 175 it's the value. So integer asterisk p, it's the declaration of a pointers. And how we initialize p, it's equal and percent q, which mean that it's p, it's equal the address of the variables. What was the address for the variable q? It was the 5000. So p, it's equal the address of p, it's equal and percent q, which is the initialization, which is the address of the q. As you see here, we have the variable, it's a q, the value it's 175, address it's 5000, p, it's the pointer variable with the address of a q. So p, it's equal 5000, which is the address of the q itself. Okay, so p, it's equal and percent q, which is the address of a q, and p hold the address of another and variable. All right, don't be confused, guys. When we solve questions, we will understand how we deal with it more. Okay, guys. Okay, so how we access the variable. So accessing a variable through the pointer. This is how we access to access the value of the variable in direct pointers. We use the asterisk. We use the star here, the asterisk, the star. So, for example, let's say we have integer q, it's equal 175. So q, it's the variable, 175, it's the value, asterisk p and n. All right. We understand that p, it's equal the address of the 175. And what is the address in the previous one? What is the address of the q? It's 5000. So p, it's equal 5000, which is the address of q. And n, it's equal asterisk p. So asterisk p, guys, or star p, it's the value of q. So star p will equal 175. So star p can treat it as a value at the address. And p, it is the address of the value. So asterisk p, it's the value of asterisk p, it's the value, and p, it's the address of the value. So here we understand more. So q, it's the value, and percent q, it's the address, asterisk p, it's the value which gonna take the value of the q, and p will be the address, which is the address of q. P will be and percent q. P, it's and percent q, which we understand here, which p, it's and equal and percent, n, it's equal to q, and n will be the asterisk of p. So if we said that q, it's 175. What is the value of n? The value of n will be n 175. I'm sorry, actually it's not appearing here, but it's 175. So the n will equal asterisk p, and asterisk p is the value of the q. Right, guys? Let's have a simple question quickly here. Let's have a simple question here. So we have a simple program which we will have the x and y, right? So include stdio main integer x and y, integer p, integer. I'm sorry, guys. The star b, it's the declaration, which star b, it's the value of x. Star b, it's the value of x. So now we declare, this is the declaration integer. We have to write the declaration all the time when we're dealing with the pointers. X, it's equal 10. P, x, it's equal to 10. P, it's equal, P, guys, we said that P, it's equal the address of x, which is the initialization, and y will equal to asterisk b, which means that y will take the value of the asterisk b, which is the value of asterisk b, it is x. So now what we have, print the value of x, print the store value of the ampersand x, which means the address of x, right? And why we use u, the modulate u, because, guys, the address is unsigned integer. It's unsigned integer. And then the value of asterisk p, the value, we need also the value of p. All right? So the answer will be that the x will equal to 10, and x will, the address of x, guys, here, you can see the ampersand x, it will be, the address will be 5000, and the value of x in the pointer, which means this one here, the star p will be 10, and the address of x using pointers, which the p here, it is the address of the x. And then, guys, the value of y, the y, it's equal asterisk, this is the accessing, the y is equal asterisk b, which means that y equal to 10. Now we change, we have here asterisk b, it's equal to 25. We said that the asterisk b, the star b, it's equal 25. The star b will equal, always will equal the value of the x. Now he asks us print what is the value of x. Now the value of x, it's 25, because we change here, we add something here, that the asterisk b, if the asterisk b it's equal 25, what will be x? Then the x, it's 25. All right, guys. Thank you very much. We will, next video, we will go and discover more about the pointers. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone.